Good Thursday morning, everyone. It is Shooter Storm here, also known as Sean, if you want to call me that work name. Today is going to be a little bit all over the place, but hey, that's the name of what we do. It's called Wrestling with ADHD. So, folks, let's start out by saying it's been about a week, little over a week since I have done a podcast, since we have done anything with the channel. I have been trying to do a little bit of social media distancing, trying to be at least 6 feet away from technology at most times, only checking in on a few things that I want to watch, watching some of the YouTube stuff that, that we follow. We've been doing that. But in the same token, we have went ahead and we have just kind of stayed away from everything because there's so much negative. In fact, when I got on here this morning, I was thinking about putting a mask on just to make sure no droplets of negativity landed on me. I'm going to have to try to make this kind of quick. You know, I did one already this morning. You know how I have an issue with YouTube, and YouTube has an issue with me. I guess I brought up the global health crisis, and the terminology that I used was incorrect according to YouTube standards. So I will not be using the terminology that they use on every news outlet in the world. So it is a global health crisis. I won't be talking about it much anyways, because good chances that I will completely screw up the wording again and have to do this thing over again because of demonetization. Okay, so we know yesterday I did post this. July 8th was my beautiful fiance and my big bad beautiful bodyguard Atlantis's 36th birthday. It's all downhill from here. When I turned 35, said I was half dead. Because really, at the end of the day, 70, that's going a bit far, you know what I mean? I'll probably have enough of it by that point. But, 36, then you're past half, and then it's just wing, all the way down. But, no, honestly, it was, I feel like she had a good birthday. She enjoyed things. It started out yesterday morning, midnight. I was the first person to post on her page because I cheated and I went on at 11:58. But I have every right to do that because I think I've earned that right. I am her fiance, and I am allowed to post first on her timeline. So anybody that's got a problem with it, fight me. Do you want? We can fight. We can fist fight, or we can keyboard fight, because I know a lot of you guys are best at that. Started out like that. We ended up just watching some TV. We watched the remainder of the second It. Look at this shit. Try that again. The second chapter of It we watched. It was good. I prefer the first one. I feel like I preferred it better when they were the kids. Being a fan of the original from back when, I liked it all together, but I still think they did an awesome job. I don't know why they killed off, I think, what is his name, Stewart, or whatever. I don't know why they killed him off, and he wasn't even in the second movie. Maybe they couldn't find somebody that fit the look of him well enough. I don't know. But it was good. I think all the graphics and everything were incredible. She had never seen it. She never liked horror movies, right? So at that point, I was like, what? We're doing all this stuff with hauntings and real life ghosts and real life paranormal activity, and she didn't like horror movies. So after that, we decided we were going to watch the remake of Child's Play, and I liked it. I didn't think I was gonna. I thought Chucky had a weird face. I think it was cool that he was basically my buddy, as I had a My Buddy doll for 25 years of my life. And then, unfortunately, when I moved, my mother moved to the nursing home. We got rid of stuff. So a bunch of my porno magazines and my VHS pornographic material and my buddy doll were all in the same goodbye bin. So, you know, it was something it was a tough loss, but I'm sure he's in a better place. So on that note, we watched it. She liked it, but I really, after watching it, I realized, it's so modernized. It's so much with technology. The way they did it, it wasn't Charles Lee Ray in the body of Chucky. It was all digitalized and made for 2020, 2019, whatever it came out. So I afterwards decided we were going to go and watch one of the originals. So we watched my favorite, which was Child's Play 2, which is by far the best Child's Play movie. And if you have an issue with that, we're going to fight. Not over a keyboard. I want to meet you after school out back for a fist fight. Because Child's Play 2 is by far the absolute best. So, fast forward 11:30 or so a.m. I shoot a text to Thomas Dreamer, and I asked him to, if he wouldn't mind, texting Katie. I gave him her number, and said, why don't you give her a text and just wish her a happy birthday? I would greatly appreciate that. She would greatly appreciate that. As you know, or maybe you don't know, who the hell knows, but I do know, and I'm going to tell you, so now you, if you didn't already, you will know that I proposed to Katie in June of 2018 at Tommy Dreamer's House of Hardcore in my hometown, right after the Big Mother Trucker Dewey Murray, the All-Nighter Shooter Storm, and the big man Bull James defeated the Spirit Squad. Yep, the same Spirit Squad that DX had a hard time beating. Not an issue. Not an issue. All they needed was me from the get-go. Spirit Squad would have been sent away to OVW far before they were. So, I proposed to her, and, she said yes. Thank God. Because I've thought about this. I had to think about it, beforehand. She didn't know I was proposing, right? She had no idea. What if she would have said no? There was 700 plus fans in the Messina Arena. This is my hometown. I'm Hulk Hogan in this bitch. And if she would have said no, I would have had to been NWO Hulk Hogan. I would have turned heel. Quick shot, big leg. See you later. Garbage thrown in the ring. Whatever. But the good news is she said yes, so I didn't have to worry about any of that. Any of that's wrestling violence. So we did not do that. She said yes. We kissed. She got out of the ring. I am still Hulk Hogan with the red and yellow brother. Alright. So, now, wrestling with ADHD, so we're going to scoot things around. We went out to, we ended up going to the store. We had to pick up our prescriptions. And then after that, we came back here, and we decided I was gonna order her a piece of cheesecake and a piece of some other kind of cake, caramel something. And then we cut it in half, and we each ate half of each one. It was delicious. Thank God I had worked out earlier in the day, because after I got done eating, also I had bought a complete pint of Ben & Jerry's Cherry Garcia. I ate the whole thing. Afterwards, I looked at the back. There was 1,100 calories in that one pint of ice cream. God damn, it was delicious. So I ate that. So, I have to work out at least 4 times a week just to maintain this piece of shit body, okay? So, something to get older. I'm 38, my birthday's at the end of the month. I'll be 38. And stuff doesn't work as well physically when you get a bit older, okay? So, things show up in places that you didn't know you had places. It gets crazy. But I think I've done pretty well. I think I look pretty effing good for almost 38-year-old man with a ton of injuries, but I feel all right. Um, so for another thing for Katie's birthday is she got to massage me because I was in a ton of pain. So she does an awesome massage. Everything is cool, calm, collective. I don't feel it anymore. My muscles and all my nerves aren't going out of control like they were earlier. So I appreciate that, babe. Thank you for giving me that for your birthday. And we're going camping early next week. There was no cabins available for this coming weekend, and we have to sleep in a cabin because I refuse to sleep in a tent again. She was out cold, so tired, sleeping the last time we were camping. Our tent got surrounded by like 5, 6, there might have been 30 raccoons. And I'm yelling to her, like, to save me, right? Like, I am not the guy that's usually in the wilderness, I'm not. Like, the closest thing to, like, a wild animal that I enjoyed was Mr. Woodchuck on Full House, let me tell you. The raccoons were surrounded. We had raspberries in our tent. Figured out that's what they were coming from. Didn't bring dryer sheets because right afterwards, dryer sheets are the way to go. Put them around. The coons will just leave you be. These raccoons did not leave me be. Scared me where I may have peed at least 3 to 7 times in my pants. And it was horrifying. So we had to wait for a cabin, which will be early next week, which I am getting her also for her birthday. We also have a huge thing coming up very, very soon. We're going to be purchasing a brand new home for us. Beautiful 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, in-ground pool. Gorgeous. Can't wait. Super excited. Life's about to do a 360, 450, 582. And we're going to we've worked hard, and we've, both of us have been through hell, and now it's time for us to take over control of our lives completely. We've both been clean off of, the drugs that we were on, that we were very, both of us were addicted, and now we're good. We feel good. We feel great. Of course, you're going to have some people that are going to run their yaps, kind of like the ones that ran their yaps when her and I exposed our first child, Predator, here in northern New York. And then we also caught some dirtbag across the border who planned to come across to our side, take what he believed was a 13-year-old girl back for a month after sending pictures of his tiny pecker to what he believed was a 13-year-old girl. And I figured out at the end he wasn't going to be able to make it over because it's not essential. It's not an essential business. He could have tried. However, I don't believe fucking a 13-year-old is considered essential. So, unfortunately, we weren't able to expose him here. So we went online, exposed it, over 700 plus shares. The one from last week 2 weeks ago in northern New York had 70 plus thousand views, went viral up this way. So 70,000 people, that's like this whole area, so there was a few people, there was a few guys that was on the predator side. Listen, I don't know if I fucked your wife at some point. Chances are, probably. Or I don't know if the girls that commented that I refused to bag your groceries. I do not know. Some of the guys were probably turned down by my beautiful fiance because she's not that type of girl. So, for whatever reason, I have already figured out, Katie and I both have figured out that the only reason that they will defend this guy is because they are a predator themselves. And for that, That's the only reason. The people that defend them are pedophiles, I believe, as well. I can't use that word much. I'm sorry. Predators as well, and all should be kept away from children. Just trying to clean up the streets, keep everyone safe, and get these dirtbags that prey on our kids off the streets. Okay? So, yeah, that's basically where I wanted to talk today. It's early, 5 a.m. We're getting ready. She's taking a shower, and we're heading out. We're going to do a little paranormal investigation that we will have uploaded later today. Learning this whole editing thing. Got a laptop, a couple cameras. Actually had a couple of people that just actually signed up to subscribe to our channel that ended up sending